Okay, so we are live now. So, hello everyone. Today is my day 17 of my C++ DSA journey. In today's stream, we will be revisiting some old problems that we have done already, and after that, we will be trying some new problems based on arrays. Okay, and yeah, and before revisiting the problems, first I want to tell you that some things that was supposed to to be told in the last stream, but I forgot to do that. Okay, we will cover that first, and after that we will start revisiting the problem. Okay, today the number of revisited problems will be lesser, and I think that we will try new problems more today. And okay, the number of new problems will be higher than the number of revisits that we will do today. And yeah, and the study stream was not that lengthy. The duration of the stream was not that much higher because I even forgot to finish the evening lunch, and after that the time was coming near to the dinner time, so I thought to end the stream a little early. And yeah, and there was some other plans also going on which I was like which I had to do, like finish them. And after that I ended the stream because of that. And yeah, and in this stream we are back again, and I will now first I will do, I will first tell the updates that what I'm going to do. Like there was two things that I was going to tell to all of you. And yeah, first thing is that I will be soon adding a chat bot here, which will automate some messages. And what it will do, it will if you give a command, like there'll be a level of commands, hierarchy of commands. Like for moderators there will be special commands. For subscribers there will be different type of commands which they can use to uh, do certain things on this channel. Like for example, if I will write like this exclamation Discord, then what will happen if anybody will write that? Then he will get the Discord link in the you know comment section automatically. I will not have to write manually that after applying the automation. It is a normal type of thing, and there will be a lot more type of automations, like commands will be available. This is just an example of it. And yeah, like first I will do the basic setup of that, and I will also show all of you in the live that how the things are working, and what type of commands you can give. And and what will happen by using that. And yeah, this was the first thing. Okay, so by doing that you can do certain things just by using the commands, so that will save your time also and my time also. And the stream will be little smoother after that, and it will become a little hassle free. And then we will be able to, I think we will be able to focus more on other things also. Okay, this is not just about put in Discord link or LinkedIn or other things. Other types of command will also come with time. I have just given you one example of this, like how like what action will be done when a certain trigger is used. And this was the first thing that we have I have told you. And the second thing is that I will be soon adding a bot in the Discord server also that will what it will do, it will assign levels to the members that are joined, and the levels will be based on the the amount of contribution that they will do, like not in the Discord server, but what are the type of updates they are giving. Like if someone has shared a minor project or maybe a major project, then his level will be increased, and it will be set as like the levels will be shown there, like for every member, and it will increase by the amount of activity you will do, and that will be a fun thing. And yeah, and what was other things that I was going to tell was, let me think. Like even a minor progress will be considered as a considered as a thing that, and we will be able to like increase the level of the member by self also. Like I will be able to do that. Maybe and yeah, and the level will increase automatically also. Like you can set the amount of XP that you want to you know you want that after a certain amount of messages, the level will be increased for that member. Like suppose if level 2 requires 1000 XP, then I think a certain amount of chats will increase the 200 XP, and when he will have contributed to the community a lot around, he have sent around like so many messages, then the level of him will increase automatically. And yeah, it will not show that how the XP is being added automatically. The automatic system will show that the level has just increased. Okay. And when I will do that manually, like when I will manually add XP, like give XP to the member that has like contributed, like he's sharing his updates about what he's doing daily, then we will we can also increase his level or give him XP so that he can go on to the higher levels. And I'm also planning to that add like after every 5 levels, the level of XP needed will be increased, and XP added will be decided by me and also the chatbot. Sorry, also the bot that will do the things. And this is how the Discord things will work. Okay. And yeah, it will also become a little hassle free when we will add the YouTube commands in here, so that we will not have to then open the Discord or other things to share the links, and it will be automated then. Just the viewers who will come, just they will have to use the commands and they will get the things they want. We can add any type of thing in that, like a link to a resource of things like a playlist of DSA course or types of DSA questions, collection of questions that are needed to be done so that you can set in interviews or other things. That will come with time. That will happen with time. So that was those two updates that I have given today. That was supposed to be given yesterday, but I forgot to do that in between the streams. So yeah, I think this is enough. I will be talking about this in between in between solving the problem, solving this thing today. And you can see the ranking has increased a little bit. The ranking has now came to 39 lakhs 71,000. Okay. yesterday we did this problem, but I have not explained this in a detailed way, or today we will understand it in a detailed way, and I will be also using Excali draw to discuss some edge cases also, and a normal case, that how you have to think about it. So this will be the first problem that we will be revisiting today. Maybe we will revisit this problem also with the optimized approach. But today we will be trying, I think, maybe two problems, because there are the number of revisits are lower today compared to the before streams. And yeah, soon there is also another announcement that soon I will be doing some live streams, like doing projects on live based using CSS and HTML. Okay, I have already created some projects, like a single project using HTML before, but at that time I haven't created the channel before. So uh, just the video, just the video of that is uploaded. Let me if I show you. Okay, I think I can show you. And yeah, 1 minute. See, the video, it is already uploaded. The thumbnail not looks very good. Like it look like a child has created it, but I will update it uh, after a few days or weeks. So this was the HTML project that I created. It was a very basic level project, you can assume. Even CSS was not needed in that, but I did explore CSS on my own self and tried to implement it a little, so that the HTML project looks a little good. Okay, let me close this Discord. First, I think I should copy the link so that then for now, and we will close this. And please, we'll close this also. And where we were going to do this from, okay, the tabs were not closed, so we will close the tabs first, and now we will start our first revisit of today. That will be, okay, I think first I should I, okay, not this, we will first revisit this problem. Okay, best time to buy and sell stock. So what does the problem says? It says you are given an array prices, okay, where price index value is the price of a given stock on the ith day. Okay, like here it is on 7 is on the 0th day, like first day, second, and this is on the second day, third day, fourth day, and the fifth day. You want to maximize the profit by choosing a single day to buy one stock, okay, and choosing a different day in the future to sell that stock. Mean you have to, like, first you have to buy a stock, then after that buy one stock, after that you have to like sell it in the future. You will be able to sell that in the future. You can't sell that in the same day or the previous day. Like, you have, if you have purchased the stock, imagine in this on this day, second, then you can only sell that the day after that, and not the days before it or the same day. The things will work like that, and we have to return the maximum profit we can achieve from this transaction. If you cannot achieve any profit, return 0. I will also, like, in Excali draw, I will also explain the edge case That's why in this case we will be getting 0 every time. Here you can see there is a array given in which these are the number of days and the amount which we can buy the stock with. So so you can see if you will buy the stock on this first day, then on every day you can see the other days are, if you sell it on the other day, futures day, then your or profit will be, you will be in loss because 7 is the biggest value here and the other values are smaller than that. But so after that, what you will do, you will jump onto this and you will try this. If you buy it with like here the value is 1, and after that you try to sell it the days after, then I think you will be in profit. Even if it's the lowest value of that, that is 3 here, you will be in some profit. And here's an explanation also given, like you should buy it on day 2 where price is equals to 1 and sell on day 5 price is equals to 6, and your net profit will be equals to 6 minus 1 is equals to 5, because the value of the value on that which you purchase the stock will also be subtracted, so that you will get the net profit. And okay, so we will write the code again by self. We will try that. Okay, I'm just taking a glance of the code so that, because this is the new problem, this is also a new type of concept, important concept that you need to understand, and I am also understanding it a little. So okay, we did write the code I think around 40 to 50 to 60% by ourselves yesterday, but after that we was you know we was required to use Copilot then, and again, and the dry run was also not that good. So first, should I first explain you the edge cases? After that, we will jump on to solving the problem. First, I will just create the two variables that will be needed. The first one will be min price. Okay. No, it will be max profit right here. It will be max profit. This will be the second variable, and the first we will create is the best bar. We'll name it. Okay, we will name by like this, and second one is max profit. These are the two variables that we have created, and yeah, we have to also initialize the value. The first value which we will initialize it with the 0th index, because here first day will be the day that you can buy the stock on. So that's why we have initialized with the 0th index. Okay, we will keep it till here like this, and now we will try to understand that. Okay, today is day 17, so first I will draw a partition line here. Okay, it is okay, now it's fixed. What we will do first, we will first create two lines like a graph type structure first. This is this, and the second one will be like this. And now see, here are the value that are given. Okay, we will take this as an example. Okay. So on the x-axis there will be days, and here will be the values. Like, let me use this. We will first change the color of it. I think we can use, so here are the days. I think it is okay. It is looking really bad. Let's try to make it a little clearer so that viewers can also see this days. Okay, it is looking a little better than before. And here will be the price. So I will name this. Okay, I will limit it with like P. Okay, this is equals to price. And now we can use this pencil, and I will use this. I think I should use red color for this. And the code of that will be FS. No, 00 FS. Sorry, FS 0000. Okay, why it is not working? We want the hex code of color red. Okay, hex code of color red. In the CSS lecture, I was like reading this also. See, this was correct, then why it was not getting accepted in the Scrolly draw? It's not being accepted, so I think we have to use another color. I think we have to use the colors given here. We can't use any other colors. Okay, I think we should use this teal color. The color name is teal. Okay, so see here. Let me also bring that write this array also. The values 715364. Okay, 715364. If I was having, like a drawing tablet, then it will be easier to explain the things, because with the pencil, it's more way easier to explain the things. 715 and 364. 3, 6, and 4. Okay. So see, on day one, the price was, you can assume it was not here. It was here. Okay, it was 7 was here. After that, the price was on the day second was equals to 1. I think this is looking a little bad. Remove this. On day second, imagine it was equals to 1. Okay, after that, it came near to 5 on day 3, like here. No, the 6 is also should be there, so we will, I think this place is 5. And after that, it came to 3 on day 4. So day 3 is there, and day 4 will be here, but day 4 is here. After that, on day 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, on day 5 is here. Like the value has now become 6. After that, on the last day, it has become 4 and 5 and 3. It will be between these two. So, okay, here. So, see how the things are working. I think I should use. Okay, we will use this. Okay, we can use this orange color. I think it will be good. I notice if you see, it is like looking like a stock or something. Like first, it was the value was equals to, let me pick this color. It is maybe this. This is looking good. This will look good. First, the value was equals to 7 here. Okay, on day one, and after that it came near to 1. After that it was 5. After that it was 3 here. 3 will be marked here, I think. Okay. After that it came near to 6. This is just a rough figure of how the things is working. And here it again came near to 4. So 4 will be, I think, here. Okay. I think I should make 7 a little bit smaller and adjust the value of positioning of the 6. Okay, 7 we will mark it here. And 6 will come here. I think this is now looking a little bit cleaner. Okay. So see how this thing is working on every day, like it was the day 1. Okay, imagine it was day 1, it was day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 days given. So in this case, what will happen? You can see if you buy this stock at day 2, it will be, the value of it will be 1. And when you will try to sell that on the other days, the values are, you can see here, are going upwards. It has not come downwards after that. Okay. So if you sell it on any day after that, you will be in profit. Okay. Some days it can happen that the value has been come even lower to 1. I think -1 you can assume. For you can assume mind that if it has come near to like -1 for uh, on day 4. Imagine if it has come on -1, then we will skip that, because in the max profit value will be already stored and it will be compared every time when you will check for the other days. So it will be not added in that. This was the normal case, that how this thing is happening. Like you have to purchase the stock on a day, okay, on a ith day. After that you have to sell it. You can sell it on a different day in the future. Okay, not you cannot sell it in the past or on the current day. Well, let me also write the day. What days it is? Okay, day 17. So I will use this color. Day 17. This is really X. Okay. Let me make it bigger first so that it will be visible what we are writing. Okay, day 17 DSA journey, explaining buy and sell stock problem. Okay, I think this is right. We will bring it here like this. And after that, what I will do, I will just create another case. This is was, we will name it case 1 with this blue color. It will look good. It's not looking that good. So it is will be equals to case. With time, I think the hand writing with mouse will improve. Okay, so it is equals to case 1. Okay, now we will create the, now we will see the edge case, that will be the case 2 here. So okay, we will draw this line using this color. Okay, okay, and we will Okay, okay, it was a line. We will just extend this line to a little. Okay, I think this thing will come inside this. And we were discussing case number 2. So we will name it case 2. Okay. What's happening in case 2C? I think I can copy this. Don't know from where to do that. Okay, the elements are selected here. We copy this and just paste it here. Okay, we can bring this down here, like time will be saved. Okay, the second line is not copied, man. We'll just copy it like this and we'll paste it here. Bring this here. Okay, I think is looking fine. Yeah, and we have to remove the values also here from here. We will remove these values because we have to write. Why not remove all this, man? Okay, we will copy this. Okay, it is eating up a lot of time. So okay, we will keep this like this, and just we have to erase those values, like which we have marked here, and these values. Okay, just like this. And after that, I will write the days also. Yeah, keep it in lowercase. Okay, now this is looking good, and here are the prices that will be on certain days. And okay, so in this case, what is happening? See, there are 6 values. Okay, so we will. Okay, we were using this color to mark this the values. On first day, what will happen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. On first day, the value was equals to, imagine it was equals to 7. Okay, after that on day 2, what happened? It dropped down to 6. After that, it dropped down to 5. After that, it again dropped down to, 4. After that, it dropped down to 1 minute. First day it was 7. After that, it dropped down to 5. There are 6 values. We have to start it from. Okay, first day it was 11, then 9, then 7, then 5. Then on day 5, it came near to 3, and on day 1, it came near to 1. Okay. So in this case, the values given are is equals to, let me create another vector, oh sorry, array, which will look like this. And here are the values are 11, 9, 7, 5. Okay, 5 is looking bad. So 5, 3 and 1. Okay. So in this case, what will happen? You choose to buy. First, let me connect the dots with this orange color. The graph is going like this. Okay, like it is in a decreasing manner. Okay, if I write the values also, let me write those values. Here it was 11. After that it became 9. After that it became 7. 7 is looking a little bit bigger, but it is fine. Okay, 11, 9, 7. Let's fix this a little bit. 11, 9, 7. Here it was what? It was equals to 5, 3, and 1. Okay, I think now it is looking a little good. Just fix this 5. Okay, now it is done. And see, in this case, what will happen? You choose to buy the stock on any day. Okay, the next day, if you will try to sell it, or every day you can see on each day the value of the stock will decrease no matter on what day you will buy it. Okay, and you will have to like you can purchase the stock till the second last day, okay, because on the last day you will have to sell the stock. According to this problem, you will have to sell the stock. You can't do that. You can't do the things like this, that you want to buy the stock only on the last day. You can't do that because the problem is in the problem this that is not allowed, because you have to sell the stock in the future according to this problem. Okay, so you can purchase the stock. I think even if you try to purchase the stock at the second last day, then you will have to sell it on the next day and you will be in loss. You can see here, you choose to buy it on any day, the next day you will sell it, you will be in loss. This is the case too. Okay, in this case this will happen. So what we will do first, okay, so we have discussed the case one and case two. In case one, it was showing that how you can on which day you can buy the stock, and when you will sell it, how much profit you will win, and like you can see this graph type structure. And in this case, this was a case second, that in that what happened, even if you try to buy it, like if you buy it on any day, what will happen? When you will sell it, you will be in loss for sure, because the values are decreasing day by day, and you will have to sell that stock in the future time. Okay, that's how this case 2 is working. So what we will do here, we have created our first variable, that is buy, and it starts from the day 0, because it is the the first potential day that they will buy it on will be the day 1. Okay, that can't be equals to day 0, and max profit is set to 0 for now. After that, what we will do, we will traverse the whole array. We will traverse the whole array starting from the first index. Okay, because we are comparing the values with the previous value, because the first value of y is already set to the index 0, that is the value 7 here. It will start from the first index or second index and will go till the it will be less than n and I plus plus. After that, what we will do inside this, we will check if what. Okay, if y is less than, if y is less than what, if y is no, if y is more than prices I, the name of the array is prices, so prices index, if it is true. Okay, if by is more than, by value is more than prices index value, then what we will do, we will reinitialize the by with the by is equals to prices I. Okay, and after that, what we will do, like what it will do, it will check for the other days that on which day the price is less than less compared to the days before. Hmm. There will be another variable also. I forgot to and the name of that variable minimum price. Let me see like how that logic was working. We will take a glance of it. Okay, prices dot size will be also used because if we not use that, then we will have to like declare the variable also. We will first fix this. The things working here will be same. Just the writing style have changed. Okay. Yeah, in profit. In minimum price was set to 0. Okay, okay. Because we have to create this profit variable so that we can compare it with max profit, and the bigger value will be, you know, entered in the will be added in the max profit. Yeah. So we have to make two changes. First, we have to create this variable also, and after that, we'll do this because we have to buy it on the minimum price. So we will name it int minimum buy. Okay, this is here we will create a variable int profit is equals to 0 first, and here we are doing this. If you can see here, the thing is a little same. Okay, if prices index is less than minimum price. Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. What we have to do, what we have to do that if prices index value is less than minimum price, then we have to update the minimum price. That is right. Like the when it will check the next value, then it will check if the next value is, of next value of prices array is less than minimum price, then it will be added in the minimum price. So the minimum price will now become minimum price is equals to prices are indexed. Okay, this is right. After that, what we have to do after this if condition blocks, and after that we have to think we have to compare that if this is done, we have done this like checking for the minimum value that we can purchase the things. After that, we have to also check for the days, like add the profit to the maximum profit also. On which day we will get the max profit. For that, we have to write a condition that if will be not used here. After this loop, after this if condition is done, then max profit is equals to what? Let me see the code a little. Okay, the code was like this. After that, profit is equals to prices index minus. Okay, okay, okay. Profit was equals to, okay, yeah, prices index, the current prices index, and we will minus minimum price that we are buying it on, and it will be the profit. Then after that, we will use the if condition that if profit, okay, if current profit is more than max profit, then what we have to do, we have to just, assign the new value to the max profit. Then max profit will become we will assign the value of profit to the max profit. Then after that, we have to just return max profit in the end. Like this. If I run this code, first let me see if there are any errors, syntax errors in the code. Okay, minimum price is this. Okay, it is named as minimum buy. Int minimum buy. Okay, here it will be minimum buy. Profit. Okay, max profit is done. Let's see. Today we are stacking a lot. Okay, sorry, here it will be prices. Yeah, now it will work. What string? Non-static member function must if max profit. A project, it is written like project profit. Now you can see that it is working now. If we add that on that test case that we did, that the thing was happening in the case 2. It will come to 0. Like when you will be lost, according to this problem, the output will be 0. Here you can see the output is 0 because when you buy it or you try to buy it on any day, you will be lost because on every day the value is getting lower. You can see the in the output we got 0, and here we also got 0 because the values were decreasing in decreasing order. Here we got 5 because the best time to buy the stock was on day 2 and the value was 1. After that but we could have sell it on day 5 also, man. Okay, it was sold on day 5 because we have to also subtract the value that we have bought on. So it will be equals to 6 minus 1 will be 5. It is sold on day 5. This is how this is working, and let me give you a little dry run of it, how this is working. After that, we will trigger 5 minutes break. Int minimum buy price. Okay, we have set the minimum buy price. Uh, we have assigned the value of the first, okay, value of the array to that because in the starting, the you can buy it on the day first, starting from the day first. So it will be, initialized with day first, and after that, we have initialized max profit with 0 for now. After that, we will add the value inside that, and here we are using a for loop. It goes from the first index, like from this index, till the second last index. Okay, here we have initialized the another variable named in profit. It will check the profit, the amount of profit, like how much profit we are getting, and every time if the profit is more than buy price, then it will be increased, and if the profit is not more than the buy price, then it will not be changed. Okay, it will not decrease, it will just not change. If prices index, see, if current prices index is less than minimum buy, means if current prices index is less than minimum buy, then what we will do, we will initialize the minimum buy with the current index value. That if it was 7 on the of before the loop here, then when I will be on its first iteration, like second index, then 1 is here and 1 is less than 7. So now minimum buy have now assigned the value of second index, that is the value of it is 1 here. So yeah, this is how minimum work buy will be updated. After that, and we have to also check in the same loop that profit will be equals to prices index minus minimum buy. Okay, the value we will get after that will be the profit. We will be the profit we will get after subtracting the minimum buy from the current index value of prices. Okay, that we will be on. Like if the price will be okay, the prices index value will be more, then we will check it for that, because the value will not be updated inside this. Okay, when the value will be, the next day value will be higher, because we have to buy it on the on the day when the value will be lower, price will be lower. And here we are checking profit. Okay, the profit, the amount of profit we are getting, and here we have put a right if condition that if profit is more than max profit. Okay, like if the profit is in starting is 0, then it will compare if profit is more than max profit, then it is not, it is not more than max profit, like both the values are 0, so max profit will not be updated. When the profit will be updated, okay, when the profit will be updated, like when it will become true, like then it will be compared with max profit, then the profit value will be added in the max profit value that we will get, and after that in the end we are returning the max profit here. So this is how the code is working. Let me first submit it. And yeah, the code is the most optimized you can write for this problem. This code is the most optimized code for this problem. Like what we did use Copilot to, we did take the help of Copilot yesterday, and was not, the terrain was not that good, like it was a bit messy compared to today. Okay. Okay, it took a little bit of time, I think, because of the, when we were discussing these cases. This was the case 1, and this was the case 2. Okay. And the time complexity of this will be equals to big of n, because we have only used single for loops here. If I show you, and yeah, the algorithm is a little bit of kind of greedy. Like we are, what we are doing, we are trying to reach to the answer as soon as possible, and the time complexity here is big of n, and suggested was also big of n. So yeah. So now what we will do, we will start our break of today, the first break of today. That now we have solved, revisited our first problem, that was best time to buy and sell stock. Okay. Is there anything else that needs to be covered? Okay, there is nothing else that needs to be covered in this. You just solve this problem so that it is like it covers an important concept. The teacher which I am learning from, the teacher which I am, 1 minute. The lecture in which this problem has been solved, it has been told that it is an it it covers important concepts. So if you try this, so try this problem in detail and try to understand it, in a detailed way, not just on the surface level, like just solve the problem and move on. Because the tutor said that, the teacher said that it covers an important concept. So so that's why we have revisited it today again, and I think I will be revisiting this maybe tomorrow again. I hope you guys understood the problem a little bit. At least you all got a rough idea, like what is happening here in this problem. And yeah, it is a type of a dynamic programming algorithm. It's saying, let's see. If I ask this, buy and sell stock problem on lead code. Okay, the code you wrote is indeed the optimal solution for the best time, but it's not usually classified as DP in the strict sense. Let me break it down. Okay, we kept track of minimum buy. At each step, you calculate the profit. If sold today, minimum price. Okay, prices index managed by. You can update the maximum profit seen so far. This is a single pass greedy approach. Okay, with the time complexity big of n, space complexity of big of 1. Okay, it's this TP dynamic programming definition. Break a problem into smaller sub problems and solve them once and reuse their results to solve the bigger problem. In DP, we usually store intermediate states like in array vector and build the solution step by step. Your solution doesn't store subproblem results explicitly. It only keeps two running values, minimum buy and max profit. That's why most people call it greedy algorithm or straight tracking. Okay, it is not a DP. It is not a DP approach that we have used here. Okay, it can be seen as DP, but in practice it's usually taught as greedy algorithm because what we are doing, we are trying to reach to the result answer as soon as possible. Okay, so this was the first problem that we visited today, and the name of it was buy the best time to buy and sell stock. I will update it here. First, we will turn best time to buy and sell stock. 5 minutes. 5 minutes break started now. Okay, so now the break is started. So we will just simply follow that break. I will be back. Till then, you guys, what you guys will do, you guys will till then try to understand this code till I come till the break ends. Okay, use your mind and try to understand the code, or you know, we'll be back just in 2 to 5 minutes. Break is still going on. Just I have came back on, and you guys are smart. You know the things. I think I should adjust the brightness of this a little bit. Okay, now I think it's fine. The yesterday stream ended early because of this, so we will finish this also within the stream time. Hmm. Now let me see what the break has now ended. Now we will jump onto a new problem. Okay, now is the time to do the new problem. Let me see what the name of that problem was. I also picked up some problems based on binary search before, but dropped it for now because when binary search will officially be started in the lectures that I am going through, then we will do that. Check if array is sorted or rotated. So the problem name is check if array sorted. Let's see. I think it will come if we write the half name of the problem. Okay, this is the problem. Check if array is good. Let's see what is inside this problem. Okay, hashing sorting is used. Check if array is okay. Okay, therefore permutation will be used. A permutation of integers represents on arrangement of these numbers. Okay, we will see that later. Not today. Today we will solve this problem. And let me see what is given in this problem first. Okay, we have to purchase we should have the subscription to unlock this content. Okay, so now we will do this. We will try this problem. Okay, on live. I don't know what in this problem. So let's start doing this new problem. That's name is check if array is sorted and rotated. Okay. So given an array nums, return true if the array was originally sorted in non-decreasing order, then rotated some number of positions, including zero, otherwise return false. So there may be duplicates in the original array. Note: an array rotated by X positive results in array B of the same length such that B's index value is equals. Okay, there's a long statement given there here. So here's the input array nums 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Okay, if it's array sorted or rotated. False 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is also one problem that is coming. Like I have understood time complexity not in a detailed way on those lectures because the teacher said that you will understand that when we will be covering more lectures. So I think we should ask it from Copilot that what we have to do in this problem. We will not see that code. Okay, we can do it here. Mm, on LeetCode named as check if array sorted or rotated. Just tell me what's been asked in the question and what should be the approach to do this. Don't give me the code or win for now. Okay. Whether a given array could have originally been sorted in non-decreasing order and then rotated some number of positions, including zero. In other words, you need to check if the array is either already sorted or can be obtained by rotating a sorted array once. Problem statement is okay. Input is a names task written true if nums were originally stored in non-decreasing order and then rotated. Sum of positions possibly zero other than return false. Rotation definition: rotating an array by x position means shifting the first x elements to the end while keeping their order. Like example, rotated 2. So, okay, the values after 2 have been pushed, like after 2 what is happening. The 1 and 2 have came to the end after the, and the values after it have came in the front of the array, like 3 have came I think the values are being like pushed, like 3 is being pushed, after that 4, after that 5, and 1 and 2 will be shifted towards the left side or right side of the array, means end of the array. Explanation: it is saying it is true original sorted array are rotated by two positions if okay, it is right. 2 1 3 4. False. Explanation: no sorted array rotation can produce this sequence. Yeah, because 1 3 and 4 2 is missing in between. And here example 1 2 3 is true. Explanation: already sorted, rotation by 0. Approach: conceptual, no code. Think of the array as a circle. A valid rotated sorted array can have at most one drop point where the order breaks, that is num5. If there are 0 drops, the array is already sorted. If there is one drop, it's a valid. Okay. Okay, we have to count if the order breaks more than once, then we have to return false. Otherwise, we have to return true. Okay, I think we have to also create a variable. First, it will be true. I think we have to create 2 variables, or maybe 1. We will name first as rule. Okay, we can name it. I think we can name it sorted, maybe. It's first, okay, it is true. Yeah. And the another variable will be, maybe if it what it's saying, the code should be, let's ask if I'm going in the right direction. I think there will be for loops also used in this. Okay, there is also a hint given. If we open brute force and check if it is possible for a sorted array to start from each position. Am I going in the right direction? Okay, you are starting in the right direction. I think we will have to compare it from the next value, right? Count how many times the order breaks. If num_i is more than num_i plus 1, means if the previous value is more than next value, then okay, then it will be in decreasing order. If okay, then it will start from okay 0 index. If num_i, but 1 minute, it should it start from the second index, because then how, when we will be compared to, when we will be able to compare that. we started from the first index, then I think we can, if it's more than nums I plus 1. So we will name it because it go till nums I plus 1. But I is equals to 1 value will be also stored. So what was the logic for that? If nums I is more than nums I plus 1. Okay, if we check in the monetary character problem, we have done this already, like done this type of thing already. Just the condition is now getting in my head a little. Oh man. Okay, if num size less than num size plus 1 means okay. It should start from the 0th index. It can be because num size plus 1 will happen automatically. Okay, count how many break times order breaks. Okay, if this is true. So I think we have to also create a variable named break. So we will name it integer. What is saying the order break? Okay, we will name it order break is equals to 0, and inside this we will increase it. Okay, or we will increase the order break like order break plus plus. Okay, this is true. And after that, I think we have to again write a if condition. If order break is more than 1, okay, then we have to return false. Should I run the code? Let's try if it's okay. We have to write the else case also, like for loop start, condition close, for loop and a function add here. So in the else case, we have to return true. The runtime error, it is giving runtime error if nums I is more than nums I plus 1. Let's see why it's giving error. Was there any other things that handle the wrap case? Last element is more than this first element. Handle the wrap around case. Okay, if last element is more than first element in this case, let's see what it says. Okay, you are almost there. The structure look good. Yeah, okay. It will be out of bounds here. In loop, we are checking num size more than when it will be on its last index, then it will be unable to check for num size. So we will do that. So it will go till the last index, sorry, second last index after that, so that it can compare like for I plus 1 here. And it is saying that you need to handle the wrap case separately, like for this when it will end, then we have to again, like I think do a check for the compare the last element with the first element. If first element I think is bigger than last, right? Okay, if last element is more than first element, then it will be true. Where a direction is counting order break is that right approach. The condition order break is exactly the logic needed. Okay. Just fix the loop boundary and add the wrap round check. Refine loop. Okay. And check nums. Okay. We are right till here. Total breaks more than one. Else true. So you are on the right tracks. Please need to fix the last index case and you will have the correct solution. So we just now have to add this thing that okay, bool sorted is true isn't really the key check is the count of order breaks. So I think we can do it like we can make it true in the first initialize it with true first. So it will return true in the first. If it's not, then it will return false. We didn't need that bool boolean value. There is one thing missing in this. Last snippet has couple of mistakes. A variable declaration is wrong. You wrote this. Okay, this is invalid. Can't mix. Okay, yeah. We can't mix two data types. Order break should be an integer. No need for bool here. Okay. Okay, we will keep it as like this. Wrap around is missing. You are only checking inside the loop, but after the loop, you also need to check if the last element is more than first element because rotation can break order at the boundary. Use correct direction. Okay. Loop still this. After the loop, check the boundary. Nums dot back. This is more than nums dot front. If total breaks else, then return true. After the loop, check boundaries. So I think after this loop, we have to check boundary here maybe. So if nums dot back, I think this is the net of a function. Like okay, it is checking if the last value is more than nums dot front. But this should be I think outside the for loop maybe because it's a single. It will you should do it after the loop. If I copy this and paste it here like this, okay, it is passing two test cases now. That's good. Just in this case, output is giving false. Here it is giving false, but why? I think it is not handling that wrap round case. We have to fix that. If I do this, but here's a condition also. If after the loop check the boundary, if and uh, and what we okay and what we have to do after checking boundary in that code block. To handle the boundary check after you finish the loop, you need to handle the boundary check. That is, compare the last element with the first element. Why? Because in a sorted array, the only possible drop can also happen at the wrap round point. What to do after boundary check? That's count as another order break. Okay. What if we pick this and put it here? I think it will not work if we put it here. Order break. Okay, we gave the wrong name to the thing that should be named like this. This will not work. It is passing test case too, but the thing needed was different. So we'll copy this and maybe paste it after this. If it will not work, then we'll put it in the end after the loop. I think we have to check this after this thing, order break. Now we will ask what the problem is coming in this code. Now, okay, you are super close, but there are two small fixes needed in this code. A wrong initialization of. Okay, it will be equals to 0. It is fixed now. Boundary check handling. Right now you're incrementing order break if that's correct logic, but you should also check the limit again after incrementing. Because if this makes order more than one, you should return false. Correct code skeleton is this. Okay. Check boundaries inside the. Okay, after the for loop. Then where is the problem? If order break is more than one, then we have to return false. We don't have to return true. On which line you have made actual changes. Yeah, initialization of order break, final return condition should be changed. Instead, I'd always return true, and then I change it to return order break is less than equals to 1, so that if the boundary check increments order break beyond 1, the function correctly returns. Okay, return false. Return order break is less than equals to 1. So we will do this. First, I will try to run it like this. Okay, return order break. Order break is less than equals to 0, right? No. Order break will be equals to less than equals to 1, yeah. Because order can break for a single time. After that, it will not be allowed. Okay, it is passing all the test cases. So now I will ask why we did this instead of just return true. I think that because we are checking for the order break, we did instead return true because we need the function's output to depend on the actual number of order breaks. Okay, that's why. Here's the reason. The problem definition says if the array is sorted and noted, there can be at most at the most will be one break in the order. If there are two or more breaks, it's not valid. In loop plus boundary check, you are incrementing order break. Whenever you find a drop, nums I is more than nums plus 1 or nums dot back is more than nums dot front. So see at the end, if order break is less than equals to 1, then we will return true. If it's more than 1, then we will return false. If you just return true, this function would always say yes regardless of how many breaks were found, which defeats the whole purpose of counting them. Yeah. In short, return order break makes the return value conditional on the logic, makes the return value conditional on the logic. Yeah. Return true would ignore the logic and always succeed. That's why it was giving true in this case, right? No, I think this was the case. Dynamic shows, okay, this is how the thing is working. So what we have done in this problem, we were given if to check if array is sorted or rotated. So here we created an variable named order break. After that, we did run a for loop and check if num psi is more than num psi plus 1. Okay, like if the next value is more than the previous value, then it will be a then it will be order break in that case. And if order break is more than 1, then we have to return false. And here we are again checking if num's back is more than num's front, then again order break. And if order break is less than equals to 1, then we have to return true. Let me explain me how the code is working. Then I think I will be able to give you the dry run explanation also. Code is working in brief. Int order break keeps track of how many times the order of the array drops. Okay, like changes. Loop through the array. We are looping through the array. Compare each element with the next one. If current element is greater than the next, then if the previous element is greater than the next element, okay, then the order will break. Because in a normal sorted array, what happens? The values start from the initial values will be like lesser, and the values next to them will be more. Like the first, if array is sorted normally, then the first value assume will be 1, then 2, then 3, and then 4. The value will increase like one by one. Just give me 1 second. Sorry, there was a call came, so okay, so we are now back again to the problem which I was explaining. So here we are doing if current element is greater than the next, then order break is happening. So we will increase the order break count, okay. And if order break count is more than 1, okay, then we have to return false. If it is not, if the order break count is not more than 1, then we will have to return true, okay. But there is another check also, like boundary check here, wrap around. Its name is boundary check wrap around, okay. If name nums dot back means the last element is more than nums dot front means the first element, okay. This is the function for checking if the last element of the array is more than the first element of the array. If it's saying it's true, then we have to again like increment the order break counter, okay, and compare the last element with the first element. If last is more than first, then another break rotation point, okay. It will be counted as rotation point, like here. In this case, like here, of the last element and first element, the last element is is less than the first element, then it will not be counted as order break in this case. And final decision is here. Final decision will be return order break if it is less than equals to 1. Okay. If order break is more than 1, then it will not return true. Your code checks how many times the array order is broken. If zeros, break already sorted. One break, valid rotated array means, okay, means you can see here it is a valid rotated array, like 1 and 2 is there in the last, and after that the values are rotated like this, and 3 and 4 and 5 has came in the front like this. And here there is no you can see if we check like num psi is more than num psi plus 1, okay, in this case, and the order break has now become 1. Okay, now it has become 1. Remember that. After that, we are checking for the next values. Okay, it will go till the end, and it will, after that, it will check if order break is more than 1. So, no. After that, it will check if order break is more than 1, then it will not become true now. After that, we check if nums back is more than nums front, then order break will again increase, like here. See, the last value is more than the first value, so it will again increment the order break variable and it will return false. And in the ends case, if the order break till now will be equals to 1 or less than 1, then it will return order break, like it is a sorted array or it is rotated. Okay, then it will be true. So we will submit it. And I think time complexity of this will be equals to maybe big of L log n. Let's check. Because we also use sorting here. Okay, I think we used the optimized code here for this problem. Okay, it is equals to big of N. Okay, the reason the time complexity is this because the okay, this is just one extra comparison after the loop. That's why it's in cost running in constant time. It is just a comparison, like we are not using sorting here. We are just checking if the last value is more than the first value. That's why. So that's why it runs in constant time. Okay, if the function was to even sort the array, even after that the time will be same, right? No, it will not be same because it will run like log n times n log. Let's see, will not remain big of n anymore. Here's standing sorting algorithms, and standard sort is runs in big of n log n time. Yeah, that's strictly so then big of n for large inputs. Your current approach, you only do a single pass through the array linear scan, that's big of n plus a constant boundary check, still big of n. Here, if you add sorting step big of n log n, then scanning big of n, total big of n log n plus n, it becomes a big of log n, big of n log n. So the time complexity increases. Sorting dominates the runtime. What will you say? How much would I was able to write by myself, and tell me how much Did I understood this problem? You did really well here. Let me break down progress. It's just okay. Figure out the main idea, count how many times the order breaks. You wrote the loop structure and the comparison. Okay, you will ended the array return when breaks at seed one. That's almost most of the solution. Okay, already proper initialization and in the boundary returning. So I would say you wrote about 70 to 75% of the solution independently. Okay, and the rest was polishing details. How much you understood the problem clearly? Okay, we clearly understood the core requirement. Check if array is sorted or rotated. Okay, and rotated. You grasp the concept of order breaks and why counting them matters. And yeah, there is one thing also. Like if the count is zero, then the array is in like the given array is in its original order. And if it is like one, then it is been marked as rotated, right? How much you okay? You ask the right questions about time complexity and why will turn order break, which shows you are not just coding blindly. You are connecting the logic to the problem. That means you have understood the problem at a conceptual level very well. Around 80 to 85%. The small gaps were only in implementation details, yeah, not in your understanding of the problem itself. In short, you know the thinking part and most of the coding part with just a bit more practice on edge cases and keen initialization. You will be able to solve these kinds of problems fully on your own. Would you like to? Okay, first we will check that if order is less than one, then it is sorted, right? And if order is order is equals to one, then it will be considered. Okay, then it will be considered as rotated. Okay, yeah, got it. Yeah, sorted. It is valid sorted. If order breaks, there cannot be sorted and rotated, wraparound and valid. These are the test cases you can see. In this case, no rotation has been done. In this case, the rotation is done has been done at this point. Okay, and here order break is more than one. 2, 3, 1, 4 drops at 2, 1 and also drops at 4 and 2 wraparound. So the rule is order break if it's equals to 0, then it is sorted. If it's equals to 1, then it is rotated sorted. If it's more than 1, then it is not valid. So okay, this is how the code is working. So now we have solved the new problem of today's stream, the first new problem that of the today's stream. Okay, so total in till now we have revisited the first problem, that was best time to buy and sell stock. Okay, after that we did the new problem that's name was if check if array is sorted and rotated. We will also add this in our favorites problem list. And yeah, the break is going to start now. Just let me add this. After that the break will start again. Then after that I think we will jump on to a new problem. Till then you can see the code till we start the new problem. So break, and I have to automate these things also. 5 minutes break started. Okay, before it what we have to write, new problem solved, new problem solved, and name was check if array is sorted or rotated. Check if array sorted or rotated, right? Check if array sorted and rotated. Okay. And after that, what do you have to do? Start 5 minutes break. 5 minutes Break started. Okay, now till then, till the break ends, so you guys see the problem and try to understand this code. Okay, I will be back in just 2 to 5 minutes. In the break time, I will be editing myself again and like finish the evening lunch. Okay, and we'll do some little bit of stretching. Okay, body stretching, so that the mind will be refreshed again, and we will be we will with the new mind we will try the new problem again. Just 2 to 5 minutes, and we will be uh, on our new problem. Till then, you see the code and try to understand it, man. Try to understand it. I'm not afraid to check down everybody from my heart. Yes. So now the break has ended, so we'll write it. So now the break has ended, so we'll write it. Now we will try the new problem. The second new problem of today. Its name was okay, we will pick a new medium problem as the minimum size sum array sum. Okay, it is the medium level problem. We have, I think, done this type of problem in the past, like using Kadant's algorithm, and it was to return the maximum size subarray sum in that problem. Okay. We can do it with prefix sum, I think, but here binary search and sliding window will be used. Maybe I should change this problem for now. Okay. See, here is a target given, and I have to find the minimum length in which we can get the as the minimum length under the constraint. Output is 2, output is 1, target is 4. I think we have to find the minimum. So we have to find the minimum values and add them both to get the target. So here the problem given is, let me read this, given an array of positive integer nums and a positive integer target. Okay. Return the minimum length of a subarray whose sum is greater than or equals to target. Okay. If, if there is no such subarray, return 0 instead. So I think this problem is little what similar to the problem that we did. That's name was, let me show you. It's not showing there. I think the name was something different. Its name was maximum subarray. Okay. The name was this. Instead, this we use this algorithm, which is based on which name is Kadant's algorithm. Okay. In this, what we do when the value, when the value becomes negative, we reset it with 0 and we recalculate the, you know, maximum possible sum, right? Maximum possible subarray sum. So I think there will be a little what similar thing will be used in this problem. I think we can ask this to minimum size subarray sum. We can ask this from this copilot and it will like we can discuss it with this him or her because this is chatbot. Okay, it is open. Hello again. Hey, now I have came on to a new problem and its name is minimum size sum. Okay. And I think in this the logic will be somewhat similar to Kadam algo problem, like in which we were supposed to return the maximum subarray sum, but in this, I think that the conditions will be uh, different or somewhat opposite. Don't give me the code now or anything, just like you did in the sorted rotated problem. Let's see. Okay, perfect. So let's break down new sources. In the same style we did for the sorted, only concept and approach not coded. Problem statement. You are given an array. Okay. You need to find the minimum length of a contiguous subarray of which the sum is greater than or equals to target. If no such subarray exists, return 0. Subarray is the continuous part of an array. Okay. Input target and nums is okay. 2 is giving 2 in output. 0, 1, 2. Target is 7. Explanation: the subarray 4 and 3 has more than equals to 7 and then length is equals to 0 or 2, which is possible. So output is 2. Okay, which is minimum possible. Approach conceptual. You are right. It feels similar to Kadans maximum subarray sum problem. But the goal is opposite. Kadans maximize the sum array. Okay, if this problem minimizes the length of sum array was sum is more than equals to target. The natural way to think about it: sliding window to pointers, keeping a left right that expands until the sum is equals to more than equals to target. Okay, I think this is somewhat similar to that problem in which we did like if target is if the values combined is more than target or equals to target or less than target. If it's less than target, then we increase the first value, or if it's less than the target, then we increase the if it's more than target, then we decrease the last index values, and before that we will have to sort the array also. So are you saying that I should, as of my current understanding, we can sort the array and check and use two pointers, and after that there will be two if conditions. If like the two values combined is the less than target, we will increase the right index value. If it's more than target, then we have to right, not right index, it will be left index, because left is the front side of the array. Then we have to decrease right side index value, and in the last else case, if combine equals target, then we will return the count of the values used, sorry, count of the index values used. But there is one thing also, if I see, like it is saying if it's more than target, then it will be also subsetted. So I think this will be not needed here. Or maybe we have to not do this. We can just return the thing. Let's see what it says. Otherwise, see where thought is process going, but let me clear up a clear difference. The minimum size subarray sum problem is not about sorting the array or using two pointer technique like in the two sum. Okay, even if we not even if we not sort that, I think it will all. So sorting won't work. The problem specifically asks for a contiguous array, continuous slice of an array. If you sort the array, you lose the original order. Yeah, that's right. So you can't guarantee contiguity anymore. Two pointers with sorted array. Like your idea of checking right, this is the root is the right approach for the problems like to sum in sorted array. Okay, but here since the array sub array must be continuous, we need a different strategy. Correct way to think about it, you need to find the shortest window to sum in sorted arrays. The problem on let's check to sum in a sorted array. If it's the problem to solve to sum in a sorted array to some second input array is sorted. If I open this, okay, 2, 7, 11, 5. Okay, we can do this problem. I think it's a medium level problem. We will add this to solve this, not this. Okay, we check it out after maybe tomorrow. That that approach will be used in that. I think the name is somewhat similar. You need to find the shortest window, continuous segment, most sum is more than equals target. That's why the sliding window approach works. And I have not read about sliding window yet, but we can take a look from upper side of that. Explain the window to the right until the sum. Expand the window to the right until the sum is more than equals. Then shrink it from the left to minimize the length. Keep track of the summary. You idea of two pointers correct in spirit. We do use two pointers here, but instead of sorting and checking pair sums, we use them to define a moving window over the original array. That way we respect the contiguous array condition. So we have distributed two pointer vibe, but the twist is here sliding a window on the original array, not a sorted array. Check. So I think first what we will do, we will simply create the two pointers. Okay, integer left is equals to 0 and right will start from the last index, right? So right is equals to n, okay, nums dot size -1, right? Let's see. Am I going in the right direction? We got the right instinct, but let me point out a small correction. Was the two pointer address correct, but the way you initialize them is more like a two sum in sorted array setup. Here we don't start one pointer at the beginning and one instead both pointers start at the very beginning. Okay. Right expands forward to grow the window until the sum is more. Then let's move forward. to shrink the window and minimize length. Okay, so we will start both from 0. What right is doing? Right is expands forward to grow the window. Okay, and left is shrinking the window to minimize its length. So the structure is more of a sliding window more than a bit in the middle to pointer. Correct direction. Yes, you're right to think in terms of, but here two pointers move forward through the array, not one from each end. The loop will look like expand right, add nums right to the sum, while sum is more than equals to target, update minimum length, then shrink left. Brother, till now I have only learned about basic arrays and vectors. Don't know about sliding window approach or algo. Since we have only got the basic arrays vectors so far, so let me explain the sliding window approach in a very simple way. Think of it like you have a window, a continuous chunk of the array. You expand the window to include more elements, move the right pointer to forward. You can shrink the window to exclude the elements from the left. Okay. Move the left pointer forward. At any point, the window represents a subarray. So instead of checking all possible subarrays, which would be slow, big of n cube, okay, we just keep adjusting this one window smartly. How it applies minimum sum, size subarray sum, start, okay, beginning, expand right, keep adding elements in the sum. So I think we have to create another variable that's name is sum and it will be 0 in the starting. After that we have to run a loop inside that it will let me okay, we will run a for loop here for integer 0. Oh sorry, index value, it will run from the very first index to the last index. Oh man. And what we have to do inside this, we have to expand right, keep adding elements until the sum is more than or equals to type. Okay. Into the sum. So sum will be, I think we will have to write a while condition here while let me see if it says that we are in the right track, then we will continue. We have set up two pointers, left, right, and some variable, which is exactly what we need for okay. Here's how you should think about filling in that while block. Okay, expand the window in your okay for loop. Thing like the right pointer x time. Shrink the window when sum is inside the while loop. The condition should be if while sum is more than equals target, because once the current window sum is big enough, we try to shrink it from left to okay minimize the length. Okay, update minimum length. Each time inside the while, calculate the current window length. Right minus left plus I. Here I is your right. Okay, we will read that again. That the while loop, the condition should be this. While sum is, but then how the sum will be updated before it like should be update does sum before while loop. Okay, you should do the sum before the while loop. I was thinking about that. So in for loop, each time you move right or I on a code, you would add that element your current sum. Sum plus equals to num psi. Okay, sum is equals to, so sum will be plus equals to right index. This means the window now includes the new element. Okay, like the right will extend the sliding window. As far as I think I am using the right wording for this, and shrink window left side after updating sum, check if it's big enough. While okay, update the minimum length, shrink from left. Inside this loop, you will subtract nums left and move left plus plus. While sum is more than equals to target, what we have to do, we have to, according to it, we have to change the values from the left side, I think. Update minimum length. Inside this loop, we subtract nums left and move. So I think num left minus nums right. Maybe I think this is right. After that, what we have to do? Okay, we have to update nums left also. Nums dot no left minus right. We don't have to use this, or maybe okay. Left plus plus. Let's see if it's right or wrong. Add new element to sum if the from less when possible. Track minimum length, then shrinking. We have to track minimum length also during shrinking. Okay, we'll see that. I think for that we have to create another variable. Okay, but let me point out the mistakes in your current draft so you don't stuck issue in a code. Right? Okay, right is just an integer index, not a vector. You should be adding the current element from nums size. So sum plus equals to nums. Okay. Will be nums size because we added nums vector, right? Integer index, not a vector. You should be adding. Set the while loop. This line doesn't make sense. You don't want to subtract nums left minus nums right. What you actually need is subtract the element at the left from the sum. Mostly, okay. Sum minus equals to left, then left plus plus. And I already increased. If I remove this, it is saying that sum minus equals to nums dot left, right? Okay. Nums right index, nums left index value. After that, the left will increase, like shrink the window. Tracking minimum length. Minimum length is equals to minimum. Okay, minimum length is equals to minimum of minimum length, comma I minus left plus 1. What we have done inside the while loop. Check if the current windows sum is big enough. Okay, this means okay. Update the minimum length. Calculate the current window length I minus left plus 1. Compare it with the smallest length found so far and update it smaller. Okay. This ensures we always keep track of the shortest valid subarray. Okay. When the value will become, when the value is not like this big, And when it will be like this big, then the window will shrink, and I think the minimum length will be decreased in that case. Let's see, it is written here also. This reduces the window size and we keep shrinking until the sum drops below the target. Inside the while loop, we update the minimum length here because we found a valid subarray, shrink from left to try to make it even shorter. That's the whole purpose of this loop. Once the sum is big enough, we don't just stop. Okay, I think we can. This should be inside. Okay, this should be inside this loop. While integer minimum length is equals to minimum of minimum length let's fix this also. Minimum length and what? Sum. Okay, minimum length, comma, I minus left minus 1. What is doing? I minus left minus 1 what? Calculate the current window length. Okay, this is being used to calculate the current window length. Compare it with the smallest length found so far and it's smaller. This ensures we keep track of the shortest valid subarray. Using the window format, subtract the element at left from the sum minus equals to I comes left, move left forward. This reduces the window size and keep shrinking until the sum drops below the target. In short, inside the while loop, we update the minimum length, okay, and shrink from left also. That's the whole purpose of the while loop. Once the sum is big enough, we don't just stop. We try to minimize the window length. I think this will be also be initialized with something like, what if we initialize it after this, or maybe we can initialize it here also. Int minimum length is equals to 0 for now. Nice. We are almost there, but let me highlight the small mistakes inside current drafts. Okay, minimum length. You are resetting minimum length 0 inside. Okay, that's wrong because we lose track of the actual minimum length. Instead, declare minimum length before the loop. Okay, int max. So it will add, take the minimum length. So we will initialize. Okay, we will remove this. Integer minimum length is equals to int max. This formula is of the current window length is I minus left plus 1. Okay, plus 1. Syntax error is missing semicolon after left plus plus. Minimum length. Okay, should be minimum length is equals to minimum of minimum length, comma, I minus left plus 1. Okay. This is the right. Correct conceptual. Okay. It gave me the whole code. Why we use the what happens? Okay, update min length because we found the valid sum or shrink from left, subtract nums left and move left. Repeat until sum is less than. Repeat it until sum is less than target. So yours. We will explain me the code when the while loop begins, and also that last line of code. Let's zoom in on to two key parts you asked about. Okay, while the loop begins, condition check is happening here. The loop starts only when the current window sum is greater than or equals to target. Okay, we will increase the spacing in between the things so it will look a little clearer. Condition check is happening. The loop starts only when the current window sum is greater than or equal to target. Update minimum length. At this point, we have found a valid subarray, so we calculate its length. To calculate length, what we do, we subtract the current index. Okay, with left. So left index value minus left index minus I current index plus 1. Okay, so what's happening here? To check for the minimum length, to calculate it, like here we're calculating minimum length and comparing it with minimum length. So here to update minimum length, at this moment we have found a valid subarray. When we have found a valid subarray, okay, so we calculate its length. So we take the current index number and subtract the index number of left plus what we do, we we add 1 in that and update the minimum length. If it's smaller than what we had before, then it will be updated. If it's not smaller than what we have had before, then it will not be updated. Like because we have to find the minimum length, okay, by which we by using that which we get to the target shrink window, then we subtract nums left from num, okay, move left. This shrinks the window from left side, trying to make the subarray shorter while still keeping sum is more than equals to target. Shrink window, then we subtract, okay. It will be before this. Okay, it will be check first. It shrink window, then we subtract nums left from sum and move left plus plus. This shrinks the window from left side, trying to make the subarray shorter while keeping sum is more than equals to target. Repeat the loop. The loop continues, shrinking until that sum drops below target. In short, the while loop's job is to minimize with the window lengths once we found a valid subarray. The last line of code in return minimum lengths. Int max was our initial dummy value for minimum length, meaning we haven't found any valid subarray yet. If minimum length is still int max at that, it means no subarray had sum more than equals to target, return 0. Otherwise, return the smallest length we found. This is just a safety check to handle the case where no valid subarray is found. And we have used in max, so because like it is equals to maximum infinity, okay, like the maximum possible value that we can get and the values, the values will be the far they will be considered from minus infinity. Shrink the window, shrinks the window and updates shrink the window and updates the minimum length whenever. Okay. Last line is shows return zero, no valid scenarios for analyze the minimum length. If minimum length is equals to the int max at the end. Okay. But why is this? Why we use this symbol? Okay, I think this is the type of ternary statement. It's called a ternary operator. See, it's basically a shorthand for if else statement. If this is true, then we will return 0. If not, then we will return minimum length, right? Condition is there. If true, then we will do 0. Okay, this is a ternary statement. So we have to write this also in the after the for loop ends. So for loop ends here. No, it will end here. After that, we have to return. We have to return what? But why was that question mark was used? Okay, after the condition, we are supposed to use question mark also. Okay, we have to write the condition if minimum length is equals to integer max means my max plus infinity, then if this is true, then we have to return 0, and else we have to return minimum length. Let's see first if this code is working or not. It's giving in the end. Okay, here we forgot to use the semicolon. Okay, it's passing in two test cases, but just filling in the last case. That is the output is expected was this, and output is giving this. I think there is a short-term logic mistake happening in this. Maybe here. Okay. I think we are somewhat, close to the solution. What you will say now. You're super close, but there's one small bug in your return line. Return this. Initialize minimum length has int max. Okay. 1 minute. What it's saying, if minimum length was never updated, okay, it states int max. In that case, we have to return 0. In that, otherwise, return the actual minimal length we found. It is not accepted in all the test cases. We will submit it first, then try to understand how these things are working. I will do a little try run of it. It's the most optimized code, I think, for this problem. We can't do analysis of it now. We will ask the time complex for the time complexity of this here. Uh, what's the time complexity? I think it will be near to big of n. What's time complexity of this code will be? And yeah, explain me the little details in the code also, and if any condition is handling any use case, the outer for loop for each element, okay, runs for each element big of n, the inner while loop shrinks the window, but notice each element is added once when right expands, each element is removed once when left one shrinks. So overall every element is processed add most, okay, it will be big of n square. I was thinking about that, just not said that. This is why sliding window is so efficient compared to brute force. Little details in code initialization is this. Left marks the start of the current window. Sum keeps track of the current window sum. Minimum length starts as a very large number. Yeah. So any real subarray length will be smaller than that. Then this, into maximum. Because it's saying it is the very large number. Expand the window. Sum plus equals to each iteration adds the next element to the window. Okay. Shrink the window while sum is more than equals target. Minimum length will be minimum of the minimum length, comma I minus the left plus 1 gives the current window length. Okay. This gives the current window length and it will compare its minimum length. It will compare the minimum of the both, and which will be the minimum will be assigned as the minimum value length find so far. And after that sum minus equals to I. Then we remove the leftmost element and move left forward. Okay. If this is true, then then we exclude the remove the first element like the left side element, and left will be increased, and the first element will be out of the array. Okay, we will not count that, and the length will be decreased. And in the final return, we have to return check if minimum length was not changed until the loop ends. Then we will return 0, like no change, and it means no sub array reached. Okay, the target return 0. Otherwise, return the smallest length found. By using that, we found our target. No, okay, as cases handled, no varied subarray. Example, target 15, num 1 to 3. Sum never reaches to 15, so minimum states at int max. Okay, in this case, so return line converts that to into 0. Single element is more than equals target. Example, target is 7. This window length is 1 min. So correctly returns 1. Whole array needed. Example, this is only the full array sum works length is equals to 3, so we have to return 3. Like we have to return the length, like if I add that test case, target is 15 and the values given here are 555, so it will return 3 at the end. Like we have to use all the values, all the 3 values elements given in the array. See, this is how the code is working. So what we have done in this, we have first initialized the left window and right window with 0, and sum is equals to 0, set to 0 first. We have also initialized in minimum length is equals to 0. It will check the length of the keep track of the minimum length found so far. For it, after that we use this for loop going from the first index to the last index. Okay, inside that what we are doing, we are adding the nums I index value in the sum. Okay, means from the 0th index to last index, and after that we have applied a while loop and checking if sum is more than equals to given target. Okay, like if sum is more than equals to given target, then what we are doing, we are checking inside that minimum length is will be equals to minimum of minimum length comma I minus left plus 1 means if you see here, yeah, here I minus left plus 1 gives the current window length, like you know like the current window length in which we are inside this that which we are, and minimum length is updated to keep the smallest length found. Okay, so we found the leftmost element and move it forward. And yeah, we have already initialized the minimum length is equals to int max. Okay, you think about that. When you take any value, it will, if you take the first value, like suppose it was 5, okay, let the length was 5, then it will be the first minimum length that is like, far from int max, like plus infinity, less than that, and yeah, it will initialize with that. And in the end, if we are not, if the length not decreases from 5 to maybe 4 or 3, then we will return that in the end. Okay, like if I add a test case here, the dry run is a little bit of raw type. We will When we will do the dry run again tomorrow, it will be more smoother compared to today. Okay. The test case will be 15, and what we will do, we will just simply write 3 comma 1. Okay, 2. Then it will return 5 because minimum length needed will be 5, in this case 3. Okay. After that, okay, this is done. It will assign the first minimum length. Okay, after that, we check the minimum, keep the track of the minimum length. If it decreases, then it will be added to this. After that, what we are doing, while this is true, while this is like true, okay, we will subtract sum minus equals to nums left index value. Okay, first it will, subtract the first index value that like left is assigned with the 0th index. So it will subtract the 0th index value from it. And after that, left will increase. And, after that, this value will be like will get out of the array, and the new length will be like this, will be counted from here. And yeah, why this is true, while when this will not be true, then we will return, like we will return the output, and output will be according to this, we will get the output according to this condition. Here what we are doing, we are checking that we are using if else condition. If minimum length, see, if minimum length is equals to int max, even after running the while loop, if it's even after that is equals to int max, okay, means the first value that we assign to it, then we have to return 0 because we don't find any valid like subarray that sum is equals to target. In this case, we will return 2, and in the else case like this, we will return minimum length. Okay, the minimum length found so far for like getting to the target, to reaching the target. Okay, and this is called ternary statement. How we use it, like we can return the results for this like if else case. Okay, what we did here, we first gave a condition. If this is true, then we have to return 0. Okay, means no valid subarray found. And in the else case, for giving the else case, we use this. Okay, what this is called, what this symbol is called, okay, ternary output. I'm not talking about this, man. Okay, it's a basically a compact if else. No, I am talking about this symbol. Okay, This means it's a part of ternary operator that the separates the two case, okay, separates the false case. Okay, so it separates the true case here and it separates the false case. Okay, it is used to separate the else case like here. And in the else case, what it will return? It will return the minimum length in the end. So this is how this code is working for checking for finding the minimum length is to reach the target. Okay. So when length will be equal to target, then the while loop will run for the last time. Okay. The loop runs as long as the current window sum is more than equals target. It doesn't care about the length directly. It only checks the sum. The length is calculated inside the loop to update minimum length. Okay. What does it? When does it run for the last time? Suppose the windows sum is exactly equal to target. The condition is okay, it's still true. So the loop runs inside we update minimum length and then shrink the window again. After shrinking, if the sum drops below the target, then the condition will, condition will fail, and the loop will stop. Okay, and the further things will not happen. Like it will not, you know, increase the decrease the length, or like again check for the minimum length. After that, that's what you are calling the last time. The final shrink where the sum goes below the target, then this while condition will fail. In that case. Example here given here is targets is equal to 7 and given array is this. At one point Windows 4.3 sum is equals to 7. See here at the last condition is true, like in this case also. Update minimum length will become 2. Then okay, sum is equals to sum minus equals to 4. Sum minus what? Okay, sum minus equals to 4, that is nums. Now sum is less than target, so the while loop ends. That was the last time it ran. In summary, the while loop runs until sum is less than target. If the sum is actually equal to target, it will run one more time. Okay, that what I was saying. That last run updates minimum length. Okay, correctly, and then shrinks the window, causing the loop to stop. Hello, brother. Hello. Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome again to the stream. You came near to when I was about to, I was just explaining this dry run of the problem. I did. Let me update this also till you tell what you want to say. Okay, you are that guy that came on the live stream, right? Which was ID I checked at that day, that LeetCode account. I forgot to keep the track of your ID, man. Okay, you have done more problems after that. Nice. There is one update, man. Like I have created a Discord server also. You can join in there and give the give daily updates that what you are doing daily there. Okay, let me give you the Discord link so you will join there and yeah, like I'm trying to create a community where everybody can help each other grow. So you can share your daily progress there, like what you have done today or what you have done yesterday. that it will be like a you can keep a track of it on there. I can talk in Hindi, but the purpose of doing this learn in public is also to improve the communication skills because this language is a type of universal language that we will need to use in the in the in different environments, and it is accepted. And yeah, that was the reason also because you know the reason, man. You know the reason why I'm not using Hindi. But if you go and watch my first stream, I have used Hindi in that. If I was supposed to use Hindi, then I think the interactions between us, I think will have been more good. But I will not do that. I will stick to it and try to improve. That's the thing. Yeah, Hindi works sometimes. If you talk in English, people will connect more. Yeah, I think that I will do that after like after I have reached a certain amount of live streams. See whether what happens when you like even add as some Hindi words. What happens then? Other people will also say like talk in Hindi. Then the role of the like improving the communication skills in English and think in English. The loop of it starts to break. You're you are correct, but and also there one thing that when we when we solve DSA questions or like add new skills, what happens? The technical terms are almost all the terms are in English, so there is no Hindi used here. So it like it does a type of clash in between the things. So by using English, the thought process also improves, and you get to like understand the things in a little better way. Yeah, I am doing it from. And yeah, make sure to join the Discord server also, so you can share our daily updates there. And soon I will be adding a bot here there also that will show the level on which level you are currently. Okay. So like it will increase by the contributions you will made, like when you share a project or when you like share a part of your project that you are working on. Till now I have covered like basic arrays then vectors. According to lectures, I am uh, right now I am on some lectures on in which there are certain problems being covered. Like if I tell you, like the current lecture I'm on was explaining this problem best time to buy and sell stock. And after that, the new problem was power of x into n. I will cover that I think in the next stream. And yeah, what I do, I do revisit the problems also the day after I solve a new problem. And if I like a problem, like if I think if a problem is important to solve again, like come again and solve, then I pick that problem for the second revisit. Okay, you advise me to follow the Starboard sheet. I was trying to understand that sheet, but I think like when I will have to follow that sheet, I will also have to like follow their lectures also, man. Like what I'm currently doing, I am doing C++, DSL C++, and following a different type of playlist. And the questions that I'm solving on LeetCode are not from those lectures. Okay, if I was going according to lectures till now, I think I have been solved around. If I was going according to lectures, I will have been around solve around 5 to 6 problem maximum. But I'm doing, I'm taking a different approach, like using ChatGPT to ask, like, I have done this till this point, and tell me what type of questions I can do and I can approach, and that's how these, the number of questions increase to this. The Strava sheet is like a little bit confusing for me. Like I am unable to understand it at the right moment. It will make your foundation very strong, and you will not forget the concepts. Yeah. What about now? What do you think? Like what I'm doing, I am first like practicing and making array type problems, like array topic a little bit stronger. After that, I will jump onto a new topic that will be two pointers according to the lectures. And you can see the number of revisits that I have done so far. Like this is less than, like I have not revisited all the problems, but you can see if we count it, it's come near to 51. And I will take note of your advice and we'll try to understand the driver sheet also with the help of ChatGPT. Okay, open driver sheet will be very well made. I have seen driver sheet before, like two three times. I have checked it already. We'll check it in a detailed way also today after ending the stream. Okay, and yeah, there is one request. If you will join the server, this Discord server, there what we do, we simply like just give the updates that what we are doing today, what we have done today, or what thing we are working on, and what level have we reached on a specific project. Or like suppose you are creating a website and you have completed a single web page, then you can share the update here and we will like review it, and everyone can like give reactions to that also. I think you are also in college, right? So you can also share your updates also, and yeah, it will be like a fun thing, and you will get the general reviews also here, there, like from the other members also. So when you will join, then the numbers of members will increase, and it is currently three, including me. And when you will join, it will become four. And I am trying to create a community where every people is helping each other, grow together. Soon I will be adding that bot also. Then it will be like fun, doing a contribution in the community. And thanks again for coming to the stream, brother. Like here, after seeing this, I can, I can't give you like upgrade or level upgrade, but in the Discord, when you will share that you have completed like X number of problems or what in the past 7 days or something, then I think I will add some X. I will show that how the Discord, what will work in another stream. I will explain that. Then you will get to know that. Till then, I'm not explaining that because it will create a mess for now. So I'm keeping it like short for now. And let me update that also. And there were exams going on, right? Okay. Second new problem solved. Name is minimum size Subarray. Okay, minimum size Subarray system. Okay, so you work in a company. So you are currently in a job like working for a company. Notices came in our campus for hiring. I had company assessments. So you are currently not working, right? You are just in your college, or are you, or your college has ended? Still in college, like are you in final year? What? Okay, you told that before, right? You are in second year. Placement season is just started, yeah. Final year yet to start. Okay, so you are, I think, in second year, second sem. Just completed third year. Okay, you are in fourth year. You will go in fourth year now after this. Yep. But you are doing other things also, right? Beside DSA, right? Like improving other technical skills. Yes, back and dev. Okay, okay. Machine learning and generative AI. So, what are your main sources like for doing DSA and like practicing these questions? So, like, what approach you are following from the start when you started doing these things? What was your approach? Okay, you are learning agentic AI. Means you are learning how to create AI agents like chatbots or other things, right? Like for automations. Okay, I started with CPP, then started doing server sheets. Currently, I do daily problems and random questions. Yeah, I will say that I am also following the Apna College DSAC playlist and just not just have not started doing Starboard sheets currently, but currently I also follow your post that do daily problems and pick random questions also to explore new topics like from a upper level, not go deep inside that. Apart from DSA, I learned from YouTube, Udemy. Okay, Udemy is the great source I think to learn the things because it provides a structured way. Like it gives a full pack of course, and you can find any type of course on that. I have I have done a course before from Udemy, in which that was for building social media marketing agency. At the time when I was, I passed the 10th class, but left it after that. So your college teaches nothing, right? College is just for a degree. If we conclude that thing. Okay, first cover basic foundation topics like array string, recursion, backtracking, DP, graph, binary trees. Then you can do random questions. Also, they are very hard algos yet to learn. Yeah, that they will take time. Like I think I will reach recursion till maybe till the end of next month or maybe in the month of August. And previously I was thinking that I will reach that recursion till December. Like it will take 6 months. But after doing these things, the thinking has changed and it is coming near to like I am thinking that I will be able to start recursion or finish the recursion things maybe till the end of July or August. But there comes another thing also that web developments also need to like get a push. And yeah, soon I will start doing CSS live CSS projects, and after that I will be starting JavaScript also. So yeah, I think the time will be little timeline will be different to cover the topics. Whew, great. What do you think about my approach? What is your goal? Like, are you in which context are you talking? Like I think you know that in the in that playlist of Apna College, okay, in your life, what is your goal in life? That's a very big question that you have asked. If we, if I say that the question can be like, not that shorter, but I think wait, what's the goal in life? If according to this, I would say that to become independent or like like I am loving these things. Like I think I have like what I'm feeling from the past few days when I started doing these things. Like these things were in my mind from the very starting. Like when I was in 10th class or 11th, just it was not getting it was not getting started because I was not having this laptop. This is a new laptop, and right now I'm enjoying the things that I'm doing, right? Learning DSA and explaining things to all of you, or talking, having interactions with the viewers that are coming. Like it is more, it gives more joy to me than like just preparing for the things like running for a job, upgrading the skills or other things. Like it is giving me a real type of joy, even you know, even if I will fail or what, the journey is that amazing that it fulfills me with the joy that is needed in the life. Like I feel like I have chosen a track that is very good. No matter if I get a low level job or a medium level job, it will not affect these things like what I'm doing. These things will continue even after that. What is and yeah, this is a short term, long-term approach I will be following for these things. Like I am feeling like that I have, got the things that should be done. Like I think you have seen many people who like do live streams, but they just blindly follow, like do come and solve the lead code problems and then run away and even not interact with others. Then just just they are grinding and like you know just running for money and other things, just running for high paying jobs. That's not the goal that we want to achieve. We want to like when you will when you will take actions, then that becomes the byproduct of them of that thing. What do you think? Have you got your answer or what? And yeah, this is not a right type of answer, I know, because you know after solving new problems the mind becomes a little bit heavy. Like those the problems starts getting coming back again and again in the mind, like what the approach was, where that specific condition was placed. Like what I do after streams, I try to understand the code in my head, like dry run it, and after that, in the morning time, I also dry run the problem in my mind, and in and what I do, I also think about those things in English again, not using Hindi, avoiding using Hindi because the technical things, every technical thing is like written in English. Like I have seen many people doing jokes about like you can do coding in Sanskrit or whatever language, like Urdu, but but when people are not even able to code in English, then how? Then how will it be possible, and how the computer will understand that? That's the knowledge of computer that you will need to understand for this also. Just not explaining it to the interviewer or the person in front of you. This is has become a type of language that has become now unavoidable. This is the this is my perspective on this. Maybe your perspective can differ. Like see, some topics I don't even know about, but I have like tried it. Like I have tried STL containers for set. I have tried a problem using that thing in the approach and reduce the time complexity. After that, I use the dynamic programming algorithm for counting, this problem, counting bits problem. And just tried and got a thought that how fast the dynamic programming comes near to, and how the dynamic programming algorithms shortens the code also. Like it it shortens the code, and yeah, it what it does, it helps the coder to makes the code easy to understand for the coder or whatever he is. And yeah, I have just started doing lead code on 7th of June, like on this month, like 7th of June, and today is 29th. Like I'm not believing that I have done like 17 streams. Today just day 17, and after that tomorrow will be the day 18 stream, and the month will come to an end. Like first I was thinking that I will be able to do max to max 3 to 4 streams, but when I followed this approach, I was able to reach about 4 to 5 point of what 4 to 4.5x of what I thought before. Like after the third stream, I decided to do why not do daily streaming and revisit problems or do new problems. After that, I started doing daily live streams, and the time length of those streams also increased. Like one stream I did was gone near to 4 hours. I can I was able to extend that to 5 or 6 hours also, but the time but the other variable things comes in between like dinner or sleep. Because of that, I stopped the stream after that. Like there were some topics or problems that I was able to explain or do try that problem, but excluded that on the current day when I did this and did that in the next day like this. Do you want to say something like I think you are thinking something. Anyhow, what's your goal in your life? Like you are also doing these type of things. We have attended 33 contests also. Okay, okay. And bro, don't forget to join the Discord server. I have given the link also. Make sure to join the Discord server, okay? Okay, I will paste the link again. If he's there, then he will join. Or maybe he has joined already, I think. Okay, he's gone now. So where we were we were here like discussing this problem, and I was near to end the dry run of it. Tomorrow we will understand this problem again, like come again and on this problem and revisit it. And I will explain the dry run. I will do the dry run again in a detailed way, in a good way, and of that problem also, like buy and sell stock problem also. Just after finishing this, I will end the stream. Just okay. Let me see if the dry run was remaining after that. Okay, we were close to end the stream. Okay, so the dry run was done. After that we submitted that, and the time complexity of this was equals to time complexity of this was equals to I think big of n cube. Let's see. Okay, that means the time complexity is big of n, not big. This is the beauty of sliding window effect linear scan. Each element is added to the sum once when right expands. Each element is removed from sum when left is strings. Okay. Outer loop runs for each element one time, like n operations. Okay. We only used few variables. Constant space complexity. Initialization. This explaining the window. Each iteration adds the next element to the window. Okay, and this is shrinking the window. If the window sum is big enough, update minimum length, then shrink from the left to try to make the window shorter. Repeat until sum is less than target. When sum will be less than target, then we will end the loop, and the loop will fail, and we will return the minimum length if minimum length is equals to target. And if it's not equals to target and minimum length has not updated in even after the loop ends, and we have not you know reached to the target, then we will return 0 in that. That means we have not found the target by any length. So time complexity of this is equals to big of n. Okay. So let me summarize today's stream, what we have done in today's stream. So first we revisited a problem that's name was best time to buy and sell stock. Okay. We again did it right. We did the dry run of it with like explain these both to test his edge cases. Like this was the normal case, and after that we understood that edge case, like in which that values were decreasing day after day, and time complexity of this was equals to, okay, the time complexity of this was equals to big of n because we only use single for loops here. Okay, after that we tried this new problem, an easy level problem named check if array is sorted and rotated. Inside this, we use the suggested approach, and we also did take the help of Copilot. And it said that we were able to write the about 70 to 75% code by own. Let me show you. Okay, here it is. Like it is the replies. We can trust AI blindly, but you can get a rough. Okay, you can go back in the stream and check at that point where I have discussed and like the how much the problem I have understood. Okay, for this problem, so we done this around 70 to 75% code was written by myself, and there were some mistakes that were happening. So we tried and fixed it with the help of Copilot. After that, the second new problem that I done today is minimum size subarray sum. This is a medium level problem based on and in this we use the sliding window approach. That's a new type of approach that we have not learned about or seen in the lectures that I'm currently following. And inside this, the time complexity came near to big of n because of using sliding window approach. If I think it said that if you use the brute force approach, then the time complexity was will be came near to big of n cube. Okay, so after using this after using this sliding window approach, we were able to optimize the code more, and we were able to write the most optimized code for this problem. That's name was minimum size subarray sum. In total, what we have done today, in total, what we have done today, we revisited our first problem. Okay, that was best time to buy and sell stock. After that, we tried two new problems. The first one was an easy real problem. Name was check if array sorted and rotated. After that, we jumped again onto another second problem. That's name was minimum size subarray sum. Okay, and it was a medium level problem. And the time complexity in all of these came near to big of n. Okay, so and yeah, I have also in the starting I've told that I will be adding soon. I will be adding some streamer bots here, like for automated messages, so that the things will be less hassle free and we will save time in the stream. And yeah, in the Discord server I will be adding I will be adding a bot also, which will track the contributions, or like what the progress of the people, what they are doing, and on what level they are. And this was all for today's stream. And yeah, one more thing that I will announce, like soon I will be starting C++ project series, and in that we will be doing live streams in parts. Like on a given day we will if we have like done a specific part of a project for like suppose 2 hours, after that we will end the stream. I will, and if we will again come live again, if we are working on the same project or other part of it, we will again start the live stream and will be named as part 2 of it. So the CSS project series will start soon, so stay tuned for that. And if you learned something from this video, please do like the video and make sure to subscribe to this channel. Only if you learned something from this stream or got some valuable information from this stream. And make sure to subscribe to the channel after then. I'm not saying that you should blindly subscribe the channel after I said this. And when you will get the right thing, or uh, get a value from the streams or videos that I make, then you can think to subscribe and subscribe. After subscribing, what will happen when I will be live again or like upload a new video, you will get a notification in your notification feed or home page, and you can come again to the stream and we can have interactions, or you can see me solving problems or explaining things again. And yeah, make sure to give the reviews in the comment section also, that what things can I improve and what new things should I add in the streams. And yeah, and thanks bro for joining the stream. Okay. So this was all for today's stream. In today's stream, we revisited one problem and did two new problems. Okay. So that was all for today's stream now. So till then, you keep learning and keep exploring.